Hello.
Hello, teacher. It's
Hey,
nice to meet
Gerardo.
you.
It's nice to see you again. How are you?
I'm fine, teacher. It's
Yeah.
my first class in this course.
It's your first class? I didn't understand the other part.
In this time, in the night.
In this schedule.
Yes.
It's the first time you're taking class in the evening.
Yes,
Okay, so you changed the group.
yes, teacher, because in the morning is very difficult to me.
I got it. Yeah, you also changed schedules because I used to work in the morning and now I'm working in the evenings.
And I have a little problem to connect the Wednesday because I studied a postgrad and the class is on Wednesday to 6
Wednesdays.
p.m. to 8 p.m.
So tomorrow you are connecting late.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Well, Gerardo, I'm happy to have a as an ex-student in this group. I miss that group. That was a nice group with Ivania, um, Clarissa, and the
Emerson,
others. Emerson, yes.
um, today only Emerson studied English in the morning, and Ivania and Clarissa, eh, I don't know, se dieron de baja.
Okay. They quit.
Yes, yes. Only
Uh-huh.
Emerson continue the class in the morning.
They quit. And your friend, I wasn't Echegoyen. No, you are
No,
Echegoyen. The other
yes,
one,
Carlos.
Carlos.
Yes,
He's not in the classes anymore.
no, teacher.
Okay, well, but I'm glad to have you in this group. Yeah. Well, yesterday you were with another teacher because I had an issue yesterday.
Yes, yesterday only practice the conversation with the teacher and other parents.
Okay. Yeah, just give me a moment. I need to the the application for the book closes.
Okay.
Let me open it. Yeah. Okay, so you yesterday you were talking to the teacher. Who was the teacher?
Honestly, I don't remember.
But it was he or she.
It's here. It's a boy.
It was a man.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I have no idea who the teacher was. They just told me that you were like introducing yourself and talking, and that's nice. Yeah. I had to go to a funeral yesterday. That's why I couldn't give the class. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to start with the unit 12. It's important to get rest. We're going to talk about health problems, give advice, ask for advice, give suggestions about health products. It's something that we normally do in Spanish, right? When somebody is sick, we usually like give some recommendations or suggestions to do something, right?
Yes.
So, um, okay. We're gonna learn about that. um, did you did you read about the common health problems?
Okay, teacher. The examples.
Please.
Okay. Is a headache,
Mm-hmm.
cold, teacher, a cold, the flu, stomachache, backache, storm oxer, and insomnia.
Yes, thank you so much. Welcome, Oscar. Good evening.
Hey, good evening, teacher. How are you? How do you feel today? Bueno, tonight.
I feel a lot better. Thank you so much for asking.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm glad to hear that. Hey,
thank you. And I'm happy to be here with you this evening. I
hey,
apologize for yesterday that I couldn't be in the class, but now we are with all the powers.
hey, perfect.
Yes, thank you. Okay, we are reading right now about vocabulary to express the health problems that sometimes we face. For example,
Yeah.
mhm, we have a headache, a cough. In these days, many people have this, a cough. GH is pronounced as an F, cough,
Like
a
the F.
cough.
Cough.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Then we have a cold, the flu, very common also, the flu,
Flu.
right? We have a stomach ache, a
Stomach
backache,
ache. Mhm.
a backache.
Backache.
When
Backache.
you, I don't know how old you are, but when you become 30, then you start having a backache.
Okay. I am on my 20s. I have backache. Nah.
Oh, you're in your
Nah.
20s? Okay. And you, Gerardo, how old are you?
27 years old.
27. Do you have backache already or not
Uh,
yet?
I don't know. Not yet.
Not yet.
Maybe the last year.
Well, you will tell me when you become 30. Angel, good evening.
Hi, good evening, teacher.
Welcome to
How are
the
you today?
class. I'm feeling better. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Yes. Well, I didn't know we're gonna have only boys in this group then. Oscar, Gerardo, and Angel. So it's good to
Yes.
have a female teacher, right? To make the difference.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
You're the
Angel,
king.
we are learning the vocabulary for health problems. And we are saying that when you become 30, you look very young, Angel. I think you are in your 20s.
Yes, yes.
Oh, you're not. You wish.
I am 26.
No, but you are still in your 20s. In your
Yeah, yeah,
20s. You are
yeah.
not 30. I am in my 30s now, and before 30, I didn't have any backache. But when I become 30, I knew what it is. A backache. Okay, then we have sore muscles and insomnia. Have you ever had insomnia?
When you can't sleep,
Yeah, have you
I think.
ever? Yes, that is insomnia. You can't sleep. During the pandemic, I got insomnia. And you? Did you have any problems with the sleep?
Sometime I I get insomnia. And I
Really?
can't. Yes, and I can't sleep very well.
And you are young to have those problems.
Yes.
Okay, we have some questions here that I want you to discuss. Okay, little one by one. Let's start with Oscar. How many times have you been sick in the past year?
Okay. In the past year, I have been sick for 5 times. I think I don't remember the exactly how many times.
Okay, and which health problems did you have, if you want to share?
Mm, the most common problem that I had the last year was the flu.
Oh, yeah, that's the most common, the flu. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. What about you, Gerardo? How many times have you been sick in the past year?
The past year, maybe 3 or 4, and the most common is the flu.
Okay, the flu, only that. No headache, no
Mm,
stomachache.
sometimes headache. Mhm. In this year, mm, I have been sick. For example, uh, I I had a backache in the first month of the
Backache.
year of this year. Yeah,
Oh,
I had a backache. Mm-hmm.
a backache. Sometimes it's a
Sorry,
stress.
sorry, sorry. Stomachache. Stomach.
A stomachache.
Yeah,
A
yeah, yeah.
stomachache. Okay, thank you, Oscar. And you, Angel? What can you tell us about it?
Um, the most usually was a headache.
The most common was headache.
Yeah.
Okay,
Um, and a stomach.
good. Well,
Yeah,
the
only that.
past, only that. The past year, I think I got the flu, a cold, a cough, headache
The
many
flu.
times.
The flu is okay. Yeah. To I don't know. Yeah,
Right.
the flu probably the flu.
Okay.
I
Well,
don't remember.
in my case, last year I got a terrible flu that I got an infection in my ears, in my ear.
Mm.
I got an infection in my
Okay.
ear. That was,
Eh,
that was hard,
So,
terrible.
so you had an earache.
Yes, I had earache, but it was an ear infection.
Okay.
Mhm. Good. Okay. Did you practice the conversation yesterday?
No, teacher.
No. Okay.
No.
So let's listen. Let's listen, okay, to the conversation. Can you listen to the dogs? Can you listen to the dog barking? Do you hear the dogs?
Not
No.
No?
No, teacher.
No, because there
No.
is a dog barking outside.
Ah, okay. Ah,
Uh, so I'm gonna close the door because it's open because I needed the air, fresh air, but I
okay.
think the dog is barking so much. So I'm gonna play the conversation. You listen, please.
Unit
Okay.
12. It's important to get rest. Page 78. Exercise 2. Conversation. It really works. Part A. Listen and practice.
Are you all right, Keith?
Not really. I don't feel so well. I have a terrible cold.
Oh, that's too bad. You shouldn't be at the gym then.
Yeah, I know. But I need to run for an hour every day.
Not today, Keith. It's really important to get some rest.
Yeah, you're right. I should be in bed.
Well, yeah. And have you taken anything for your cold?
No, I haven't. What should I take?
Well, pain medicine, lots of water. Sometimes it's helpful to drink garlic tea. Just chop up some garlic and boil it for a few minutes. Then add lemon and honey. Try it. It really works.
Yuck. That sounds awful.
Okay. So,
Okay.
what's the problem in the conversation?
The problem is that Kate has a terrible cold. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what else, Gerardo?
Mm, And I don't know, Kate need a medicine for for terrible cold.
Okay, and what are they, Angel? What are they? Angel? What are Mila and Kate?
Sorry, teacher.
Where are they? Are they at home? In the park?
No, they are in.
Look at the picture.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, at the gym.
Yeah, they are at the gym. So, should Kate be at the gym?
No, it was
No,
a bad idea because he is sick.
he is sick. He should be in bed. He shouldn't be in at the gym. So we're going to learn about that in this unit. We're going to learn how to use should. Should
To
for suggestions or
advices.
recommendations for giving advice. Exactly. So now we're going to listen to advice from Kay's next door neighbors. What do they suggest? So listen carefully to the suggestions that the next door neighbors give to Kate. Okay, listen, please, and take notes.
Page 78. Exercise 2. Part B. Listen to advice from Keith's next-door neighbors. What do they suggest? 1.
That cold sounds pretty bad, Keith.
Yeah, it is, Mrs. Gray. Don't get too close.
Well, you know, it's important to drink a lot of liquids. Can I get you some orange juice? I have some in the refrigerator.
Oh, okay. That sounds good. Thanks a lot.
2.
How's that cold, Keith?
Not so good. I've still got it.
Oh, too bad. Well, listen, it's a good idea to take some cold medicine, and you should take a long hot bath.
You're right.
Okay, so what do they suggest? What the lady? What does the lady suggest to Keith? That's the
The
pronunciation.
lady suggests the lady suggests that she should drink a lot of liquid.
Okay, the kids should drink a lot of liquids. And what did she offer?
Uh, uh,
She offered something, some liquids. Gerardo?
Juice, but I don't know what
Maybe
kind of
Gerardo.
juice.
I only understand he need take a cold medicine.
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay, listen that part. Listen to that part.
Okay,
Page 78. Listen to advice from Keith's next-door neighbors. What do they suggest? 1.
That cold sounds pretty bad, Keith.
Yeah, it is, Mrs. Gray. Don't get too close.
Well, you know, it's important to drink a lot of liquids. Can I get you some orange juice? I have some in the refrigerator.
Oh, okay. That sounds good. Thanks.
Okay?
yes.
So,
Mrs. Gray offered him orange juice.
Yeah, she offered orange juice. She had some in the refrigerator. Okay, what about the other neighbor?
The other neighbor offered him take some cold medicine.
And something else. What was
Yeah.
the other thing that he mentioned, Angel?
Talk tea, garlic tea.
Okay, drink some tea. Mhm. And something else.
Medicine for cold.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's something else.
Yeah.
Listen to that part.
Thanks a lot.
Hey, please, one more time.
2.
How's that cold, Keith?
Not so good. Achoo! I've still got it.
Oh, too bad. Well, listen, it's a good idea to take some cold medicine, and you should take a long hot bath.
You're right. Maybe I should. Thanks for the advice.
So what should he take?
Long hot bath. I listen something like that.
Yeah, to
Uh,
take a long hot bath. A hot bath. Like a shower but
but
hot.
hey,
Yes,
can you write that
of
word,
course.
teacher?
Yes, take a long hot bath. Okay, take a long hot bath. So you can see it in the chat.
Mhm.
To take a long hot bath. Yeah, like in El Salvador, when somebody has cold, they say you should take a hot bath with mango leaves or cinco negritas leaves or there's another eucalypto oak leaves. Okay, good. So well, when there we can use some phrases to give advice using adjective plus infinitive or a noun plus infinitive, as you can see in the examples, like in this chart. What should you do for a cold? What should you do for a cold? You can say it's important. It's important. We have an adjective and we have an infinitive to get. It's important to get some rest. Okay, or we can use also an adjective. It's sometimes helpful to drink garlic tea. It's sometimes helpful to drink garlic tea. And we can also use a noun plus an infinitive. The noun here is idea. It's a good idea to take some vitamin C. Okay, so we can use these phrases, this type of phrases or expressions plus the infinitive to get, to drink, to take. Mhm. Let's see the grammar
Yeah.
plus. In the grammar plus, we can have more exercise and more information. Okay, in negative statements, how to use the negative. Not comes before the infinitive. For example, with a cold, it's important not to exercise too hard. With the flu, it's a good idea not to get wet during the rain, right? That could be
Okay.
another one. Okay, so we have to do this exercise. Rewrite the sentences using the words in parentheses and add not when necessary. For example, for a bad headache, you should relax and close your eyes. So we're gonna, instead of use should, we're gonna use the adjective plus infinitive or noun plus infinitive. For example, it's a good idea to relax and close your eyes when you have a headache. Okay, let's do the number 2 together and you will do the other exercise alone. You should put some cold tea on that sunburn. So we have the expression sometimes helpful. So what would you say? It's
It's sometimes helpful.
it's sometimes helpful.
Uh,
And now the infinitive.
Put some cold tea
It's
on that
sometimes
sunburn.
helpful to. Remember
Put
to put
some cold tea
some cold tea on that
sunburn.
when you have a sunburn. Okay?
Okay. When you have some.
When you have a sunburn
Mm,
or when you get sunburn.
okay.
Okay, number 3. You should do it. Okay, do it in your notebook or in the chat and then you share.
Okay. What it right now? Important. It's important. Okay, I finish the third one, teacher.
Okay. I try to finish all of them and then I'm gonna ask you
Okay.
for one. Mhm.
Okay.
Please.
Important.
Teacher, in number 3, maybe if it's important to show take some pain medicine.
It's important to take.
Okay.
When we use these expressions, we don't use should.
Okay.
So we're changing the you can say you should take some medicine, but we are learning to use other expressions.
Okay.
So in the number 3 for the backache, it's important to take some pain medicine.
And you have it sometimes helpful.
The number 4, teacher,
Okay?
maybe with a cold, it's important not drink milk.
Exactly. For a cough, it's important not to drink milk. Uh-huh. For a cough, it's important not to, right? And not it's before the infinitive, not to drink milk because it makes you have more to produce more cough.
Sure, sometimes helpful is en ocasiones funciona or
Ujú.
not.
Ya, a veces ayuda
Mm,
o a veces
also,
funciona. Ujú.
maybe in the number 5 is it's sometimes helpful uh, take a hot bath.
Yes, for a cold.
Okay, for a good.
Okay, and Angel, do you have number 6?
In this moment, I'm doing.
You're doing it. Okay, you're working on it.
For the 6, maybe when you feel stressed, it's a good idea you drink a lot of coffee.
It's a good idea not to drink.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, so negative.
Yes, when you feel stress, it's a good idea not to drink a lot of coffee. It's better. It's better. We use an adjective. It's better to drink tea. Okay. So you were using the negative form. Now let's go back and use the affirmative form. Yeah. Can I erase? Yeah. Or not? Okay, now in this activity A, we have some health problems and we can choose several pieces of advice or good advice for each problem. For example, we have a backache, a bad headache, a burn, a cough, a fever, the flu, a sore throat, and a toothache. And we have the advice: drink lots of liquids, get some medicine, go to bed and rest, put it under cold water, put a heating pad on it, put some cream on it, see a dentist, see a doctor, take some pain medicine, and take some vitamin C. Hello, Jose Luis. Good evening. I can hear an echo when you try to use your microphone. Jose Luis. Okay, so what are we gonna do? We have to choose the advice for the problem. For example, if you have a backache, what is the advice you can give for the problem?
Maybe put some cream on it or not.
Okay. Yes, like Cofal, right? It could be a good idea. Or another one?
I think that take some pain medicine.
Exactly like what? What are some pain medicine that you know?
Letter A. No, E.
Letter I.
I.
Take some
Sorry.
pain medicine. Yeah. What are some common pain medicines that we take when we have pain? Acetaminophen,
Ibuprofeno.
ibuprofen, yeah, diclofenac.
Dolofin forte.
Exactly those those pills. Okay, what about for a back headache? A bad headache. You have a back headache. We can repeat the advice. There's no problem with that.
The letters se pueden repetir, perdón.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, you can repeat the advice.
Take some medicine, pain medicine.
Okay, take some pain medicine and
Drink a lot of liquid. I don't know.
lots of liquids. Maybe if you had fever, but if you have a bad headache, what about letter C?
Go to bed and rest. Yeah, I consider that it's a great advice.
Yeah, go to bed and rest. Yeah, when I have a headache, I think that helps me a lot to rest. Okay, what about a burn? Maybe you were cooking, maybe you were frying potatoes or plantain and just you got a burn from the hot oil. What can you do if you get a burn?
Maybe
See
a
a
doctor.
doctor.
Okay, what else?
Put
Put
some cream on it.
Maybe put some cream on it. Like there was a very famous one, but I don't remember the name of the cream. Do you remember the name of the cream that is very popular for burns?
red cream.
Sorry?
The red cream.
I I cannot understand.
The color red. Red
Uh-huh.
cream.
Yeah, it's a red cream, but do you remember the name? No? Or it's there's a one that is purple. Okay, and for a cough, A cough is you have a
Get some
cough.
drinks. Get some.
Drink
Take
lots.
some. Get some medicine or take some vitamin C.
Okay, we could have, for example, letter B, letter J, and what about letter A? Also, when you have a cough, it's important to drink lots of liquids.
Yeah.
Okay, and if you have a fever,
See a
See a
doctor.
doctor.
okay, see a doctor. Also drinks lots of liquids. Okay, the flu.
The flu. Take some vitamin C too. Or take some pills like Virogrip.
And a grip.
Yeah.
And also drink lots of liquids. You also need lots of liquids. Also, you need to go to bed and rest. When you have the flu, what you need the most is to rest and to take chicken soup.
Yeah. Chicken soup.
Chicken soup,
And,
yes.
and chamomile tea. No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also chamomile tea, yeah.
Chamomile tea.
With honey
Okay.
and lemon.
Yeah.
Or garlic tea. Or red
I
onions tea.
I don't like it.
My husband said that is the guacala tea.
Yeah. I I
When
am I am agree with him.
you agree with him, the guacala tea.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the guacalas tea are good. When I got COVID, I had guacalas tea and they were good. They were good for me because I didn't have any other medicine. Okay, and when you have a
Okay.
sore throat,
Mm, get some medicine. Mm,
Maybe take some vitamin C.
vitamin C, and I think it's important to see a doctor because if you don't know
Yeah.
if it's an infection because of a virus or a bacteria. So you
Yeah.
need to know if it's a bacteria, you need antibiotics.
Like amoxicillin.
Exactly. Or ciprofloxacin or others. I don't know. It depends on on the bacteria. But if it's because of a virus, you don't need antibiotics. And finally, a toothache.
Teacher,
See
teacher.
a dentist.
Sorry, can you give me 5 minutes because I need move my car.
Okay, Gerardo, go ahead.
Thank you.
A toothache, you can see a doctor, a dentist. See a dentist. You can take some pain medicine. Yeah, and we have others that we didn't use. For example, which one can we do this? Put it under cold water.
Put it under a cold water. Yeah.
Which one? A backache, a bad headache, a burn, a cough, a fever, the flu, sore throat, toothache.
Mm, I consider that in a porn.
Exactly, in a burn. And this one, letter E, put a heating pad on it.
I don't know what is the meaning of that word.
A
Teacher,
heating
can
pad.
you tell us?
Yes. Um, it's maybe let me see if I can find a picture because I don't know how to explain it. A
Okay.
heating pad. Yeah. I will show you a picture. Okay. It's this or something like this. In Spanish, it's compresa. It says a heating pad. So you can put a heating pad on your back or in a place where you have pain. For example, the women, when we get the menstruation, the period, we can use a heating pad. But you don't understand that because you are a man. You don't know those pains. Okay, good. Okay, now guys, you can see the different problems. A sore throat, a fever, a toothache, and a burn. Be careful with your microphone. Okay, good. So, guys, what advice for these problems? Imagine somebody has an earache, a cold, a sunburn, or sore muscles. What should you do? You can use expressions. It's a good idea too. It's important too. It's better too. It's sometimes helpful too. Okay, can you use those expressions to write suggestions? Can you please do that to write advice for these problems? Earache, a cold, a sunburn, and sore muscles.
Teacher, what is the meaning of hearing?
Earache. Earache is when you have a pain in the ear.
Okay, perfect. Thanks.
Teacher, I have a question. How do you say, for example, for example, for the call is a good idea, use the big maybe?
Okay. Yeah, big it's ointment. It's an ointment. Ointment. Ungüento.
Okay, but what is the correct form to
To
pronounce?
put, to
For
put,
example, para decir como un tag o colocar, I don't know.
to put some
Okay.
ointment. Or you can say apply also. To put
Okay.
Mhm. I will write another health problem here, okay? When you have diarrhea, what should you do when you have diarrhea?
Maybe only eat tortilla with cheese.
Okay. Or when you have what was the problem I was going to write? Insomnia.
Maybe drink tea to relax.
Okay, yeah. And also you can use the negative form. It's important not to use your cell phone before you go to bed. And now, guys, I'm going to create some breakout rooms. And in the breakout rooms, we are going to share our ideas. Okay.
Okay.
So for example, we can use this question: what should you do for an headache? What should you do for a diarrhea? What should you do for a sunburn? What should you do for sore muscles? Okay, so that is the question. Now I write it in the chat so you can have it there. Remember, what should you do for, and then you mention the health problem. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Going to create the breakout rooms and you practice with your partner.